Hello, everyone. My name is Kenny Zhang, Vice President of Product and Marketing at ASRock Industry. So actually, ASRock Industry is a leading IPC company in the world. The product including industry motherboard, mini PC, as well as robust edge AIoT platform. And it's my honor to have the chance to share with you about why we adopt FDO technology and what's the development journey in our lab to come out the solution to our customer. So the agenda, I will go through the as I mentioned, why FDO and what the development journey of ASRock to adopt and development FDO, and the next step we want to go. Okay. As you know, the IoT devices is have a double-digit growth over year over year, and the estimation will be 12.6 trillion US dollars in 2030. And we know the IoT devices is across the globe. It is very, very big number in different locations. But the owner always is suffering how to manage the devices, especially for the manual installation, no matter the software, OS, or application firmware. They will take very long time and take lots of cost. And the most important is not secure. So the challenge we face will be getting increased, especially for the highly growth of IoT devices. And the sense for FIDO Alliance, they issue a new, we call device onboarding standard. That's FIDO device onboarding process, as known as FDO. So the FDO is quite good for all the IoT devices management. They can have a zero touch onboarding, lower onboarding cost, fast and secure. Flexibility in the hardware, no matter x86 or ARM-based platform, and any cloud, including private cloud, public cloud, or even on-premise server. And the most important is let's binding. And I will go through the what we did to have a further explanation on the why the benefits from FDO. So, as I mentioned earlier, ASRock Industry is major in the industry IoT. So the FDO, we work with Intel, our partner, to develop the FDO-enabled capability onto our platform. Just like you can see here, that's the gets the secure and efficient way for the device onboarding. And you can see one of our products, IEP 5000G, is the best fit in the industry application, such as oil and gas, energy, chemical, or manufacturing. It with very ruggedized design and fanless, and a wide operation temperature from -40 to 70, and the wide power input range up to 6 to 36, and the flexible I/O and the expansion for different industry application. Also with real-time enabled by Intel TSN TCC, and the difference fixed way by DIN or wall mount in any location or in the cabinet. And the most important, equipped with latest processor from Intel, as known as Alcoholic S6000E processor. That's one of the devices we built the FDO capability into the platform, and we do provide this solution to our big customer, which is more related to process automation. And we can utilize the FDO technology to offer the onboarding, security, and the efficiency solution to our customer. Okay, so before we jump into our development journey, I still like to have a very briefing introduction how FDO works. I will not go through the detail. I just have the high level picture to see how it works. So as you can see, there's 1, 2, 6 with the blue circle, and you can see the most important will be from the number 1, we call DI. DI stands for device initialize. The major task for DI is doing from the manufacturer server, they build the credential into the devices, and also builds the proof of digital kind of a token we call ownership voucher outside of the device. And the ownership voucher will be along with the devices shipped to end customer. Along the supply chain, the ownership voucher you can see as a proof digital identity, which can register and identify itself. Also, the credential in the device also as the identity for the device. And through the rendezvous server, the target cloud is owner cloud. They will register to the rendezvous server to say, hey, we are the target cloud, and our IP address, what it is. Also, when the devices arrive to the end customer, the devices also register to rendezvous server to say, hey, I am the device who I want to build the connection to the owner cloud. Then you can see at number 5, the owner cloud and the device. There is a secure tunnel be established. They can talk to each other, and when the device connect to the network and the power on, they were doing the device provision at the beginning. Then for the number 6, we will have the owner cloud to manage the device in the very secure way, and we can have the device measurements in the rest of the device life cycle. So that's the overall picture about what's FDO working here. And for ourselves, ASRock Industry, what's our development journey and why we enable this FDO technology into our platform? The major reason is because we have our customer, they doing the process automation. Concerning the lots of device across different regions, and it's located in the remote sites, it's hard to send engineer or operator to install every single devices on the provision as well as the deployment on the device. So they would like to have a remote onboarding and the management on the devices in the remote site. So that's why we adopt the FDO technology to fulfill the requirements and the pain points what customer would like to address. So so that's why we building the implementation. And ASRock Industry have the end-to-end capability, including, as I mentioned, we have built from the scratch, including the manufacturer server, owner server, and the rendezvous server for FDO onboarding process. And like the number 6 I mentioned, once it's done, then we have the owner cloud to do the device measurements. Okay, that's the outline of our implementation. So speaking of the detail of our developments, we are start from step 1. During the device initialization, we have micro OS pre-installed into the devices. And we also have the built the TO. TO stands for transport ownership, including TO0, TO1, and the TO2. And once all the DI TO is complete, they can have the micro OS to complete and do the onboarding, like step 2. The step 2 we are trying to is build with Ubuntu OS and the Intel in-band manageability. When we go to TO2 stage, we can install Ubuntu OS on the device and download the Intel in-band manageability agent on the device as well. Then we can have the kernel for device manageability. So as you can see, the results, we can not only do the monitoring of the device, but also do controlling of the device. This is incorporates into ASRock Industry core API. Like you can see on the left-hand side, we can see the hardware information, like the temperature and the voltage where the device is. Furthermore, we can also control the remote devices in the digital input and digital output. So that's good for us to do the remote management. So the results is it's just like what I mentioned, the challenge we suffering right now by manual onboarding efforts. By this use case, going through our products IP 5000G with FDO onboarding enablement, they can provide effective solution to address the existing challenge of a manual onboarding process. So we can have a zero touch onboarding without any human labor involved, and fast and secure with lower operation cost. And as I mentioned, not only our product for IEP 5000G, any hardware from ASRock Industry, we can enable the FDO capability as well. And the most important is we call late binding. The late binding is when manufacturer side produce the device, they don't need to build so many SKUs with different OS or different application software. They can build it by one SKU. And then when they send to end customer sites, they can customize by different OS or different software on the device. That's we call late binding. So it's reduce lots of effort and the complexity for the manufacturer management. That's the big, the big advantage for the FDO technology. Okay, I think it's not the end of our process. I believe it's just another beginning because we will continue to improve our process, customer process efficiency. So what's next? After we do the development done, now thanks for the setup by FIDO Alliance, they have a FDO certification program. No doubt, ASRock Industry is I think it's a #1 company implement FDO technology in Asia. So now we join the program and we complete the certification stage 1. They're more focused on the functionality. And the stage 2 is security. We are going to move forward into stage 2 for the security on the FDO implementation. I believe it's good and also further prove ourselves. We are the qualified vendor to provide the hardware and the software solution with FDO capability. Okay, finally, I would once again, I would like to thank you for your time and attention. And if you have any question or any case you would like to discuss with us, just feel free to let us know. It's more than welcome. We were working with you and to get through the solution and address all the suffering and the challenge when we come to onboarding process. Okay, Thank you for your time again. Have a great day. Thank you.